Hey there! So here's an easy way to turn all these leftover Alva missions you have on your map device into pure currency. This is one of my favorite farming strategies because of just how easy and consistent it is, and it's a strat that I turn to whenever I've accumulated a backlog of Alva missions and just want to chill out. What you're going to be doing is running maps with these Alva missions, choosing specific architects to kill following a pretty simple rule system, and killing the boss at the end of the map for a chance at another Alva mission. After about 3 to 5 maps, you'll usually have created a Chronicle of Atzoatl that'll be worth anywhere between 120 chaos to nearly 2 divines. Sounds pretty decent, right? This strategy can be done in any tier of maps, white, yellow, red, doesn't matter. What it is relying on though is Alva missions. In the case that you've used them all, you can still do this simple money making strategy, but it does mean that you need to buy up some charge compasses with the area contains Alva modifier, and you need to have unlocked at least one watchstone to apply them to. This does reduce profits a little bit, and trading for them does take time, but it's absolutely an option, and the strategy is otherwise completely hassle-free. I'll leave a link to a trade search right below the like button that lists them for you, since it can be a little tricky to set it up.
Alternatively, if you really don't want to buy anything, you can grab this all hands node here to increase the likelihood of you encountering Alva in maps randomly, but it's not guaranteed like the compasses are.
To get started, you do need a minimum of 22 Atlas points on the tree so that you can allocate these nodes right here. This one makes it so that every map contains 4 incursions instead of 3, speeding up the rate at which we generate temples to sell. These 2 nodes here make it so that when we kill an architect, there's a decent chance that the room will be upgraded twice instead of the normal 1 time. If you're having trouble actually doing the incursions, you'll want to grab this node here, Time Dilation, for an extra 6 points so that you have twice as much time in each incursion. Lastly, it's a good idea to grab the Perpetual Search node over here on your way up to the other nodes,
And the Archaeology Tour node here,
so that you end up with more Alva missions to sustain this strategy. There's a link to the tree down below, though it really is that simple. Our goal with this whole strategy is to run maps quickly, doing the incursions, creating chronicles that have either of these 2 rooms, Locus of Corruption or Doriani's Institute, and selling them off to other players for a good chunk of change. While there is a bit of luck involved in making these expensive temples, there are tricks to improve our odds in upgrading these specific rooms, making it pretty rare that you don't end up with at least one of them. Also, PoE Lab has a nice little cheat sheet you can look at when starting out in case you're getting confused. At this point, I think you know where to find the link. When entering an incursion, here are the rules by which you want to follow in order to improve your odds. 1. Always check to see if there are already one of these 2 rooms in your temple when starting a new one, either the corruption one or the gem one. Those will henceforth be referred to as the Gucci rooms. 2. Always kill the architect on the top right of the incursion unless the bottom left one is one of those 2 Gucci rooms, or potentially the room that upgrades the adjacent rooms if there's a chance it might be next to one of the Gucci ones. 3. If you just killed an architect from one of these 2 Gucci rooms and it hasn't been upgraded to tier 3 in the process, you can check by clicking on Alva right after getting out of the incursion. Absolutely do not talk to a different Alva again for the entire rest of the map. She now has cooties.
Ew.
This increases your opportunities to upgrade the Gucci room in the next map. If the Gucci room got upgraded to tier 3, then you can keep talking to Alva, it's fine. I'll quickly point out here that I've heard rumors that if there is only 1 incursion left to complete the entire temple, then you should run the room anyways to save a mission as the room is already locked in. I don't actually know if this is true, and I'm not really sure how one would go about testing it. Maybe one of you guys knows. 4. Make sure you connect the Gucci rooms to the accessible part of your temple with those special keys that drop in incursions. Without doing this, having Gucci rooms is pretty worthless. 5. Make money. If you follow these rules, you will make chronicles with those 2 rooms pretty consistently. Now, it's true that RNG could screw you over for a few temples in a row, never giving you the chance to take these rooms to tier 3, but more often than not, you'll manage to get at least one of them. The faster you can create these temples, the more profit per hour you'll be making, so having a quick build is helpful, but not required. Great map layouts are straightforward, simple ones where you won't be running around looking for the incursions. Beach and Strand are my go-tos, but you can choose whatever you like. That said, if you haven't unlocked all of your favorite map slots yet, don't worry, it works in every map, it's just slower, that's all. It's frankly a great strategy if you are slow and early on in your progression because it fairly consistently yields good money and can help you afford those next few upgrades that your build really needs. Another thing that's so great about this is just how flexible this strategy is. You can pair with all kinds of other strategies like essences, strongboxes, rogue caches, whatever. Also, if your build can do these incursions comfortably in tier 14 or higher maps, then you can add in Eater or Exarch influence to profit on those invitations every 28 maps or so. That's it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment down below letting me know. Your words keep me going. Also, real quick, my buddy Ultrace Jack and I are sharing a Discord community where you can keep up with us and just talk about PoE and other games. Come say hi. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.